in me ever. It's impossible. If not, I'm not physically moving, my mind is going. You don't know, I have no idea what I go through every day, every fucking day. Never in my life have I ever been lazy, and there's not a lazy bone in me ever. It's impossible. If not, I'm not physically moving, my mind is going. So I like when people try to judge me or compare me to them, I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking think so. As I don't believe shit people have to say, any opinion about me, they can go fuck themselves. They have no clue what I go through every fucking day. If they were in my place, they would have probably committed suicide. They would definitely been on medication, or they would be in the hospital on a pain pump, or they would be basically an invalid, whining to everybody, trying to get sympathy points. They have no idea, so they can go fuck themselves. And I'm still one of the nicest people you could ever run into. Oh yeah, so this part is open. So this, I do need to fill up with water. Oh shit, did I go in? Oh no, I did. Oh, okay. Praise the Lord. I think this, I can get rid of this, I think. Yeah, because I extended that. I'm going to be getting rid of that. And I'll be extending that to this. And that's the only, this is not water. that is actually, this is lake, or well, river stuff. That's river, wait. I'm gonna figure out how far down that's gonna go. That's river. Okay, so. Oops. No, it wouldn't. Oh shit. Oh no, that won't be the edge of anything. Fucking octopus. I wonder if I'm actually fucking fixing anything that I needed. I'm just wasting my time. That looks all. Yeah, that's all messed up. It's all messed up. Yeah, I used to be a workaholic. And then plus two, I still had to work because the kid's father wasn't paying child support, and my mom acted like a kid. She demanded, like, if, like, my kids, I'd give them an allowance, I'd have to give her an allowance. If I purchased anything for my kids, I had to purchase for her. And she was a compulsive gambler too. She's stolen money from me a couple of times. Writing hot checks, my checks, and cashing them at the Korean store. I could like put her in jail for that shit, but I didn't. And it wasn't like, oh, 100. It was like that, it was 2 checks each for 600 when she did the check thing. Well, I'm a single parent. And then one time was while I was still a nursing student, work study. So I didn't have no money. But she did that still. Like, my mom's done some fucked up shit to me. And I still took care of her. And then, even though I worked like 6 days a week, fucking 18 hours a day, my mom would rag on me, insult me, like, talk to me, tell me I'm like a piece of shit daughter, that I'm lazy, if I had a day off. And then the guy that I was with at that time, after Charlie, like, this motherfucker, I called him the old school Mexican. Like, basically, he just wanted a wife that did cooking and cleaning and stayed pregnant, shut your mouth. If company came over, you just stay in the kitchen, shit like that. And then he wanted like a wife that was educated but didn't work. He wanted a wife that he could have conversations with, but just shut up and stay pregnant and cooked and clean and was obedient, and you had to agree with everything. Even if he was having a discussion with someone and he was wrong, you were supposed to still agree with him. And this motherfucker would always call me stupid. And he would say that I was lazy, that I used work as a way of avoiding my responsibilities, meaning cook and clean for him, come to his house, clean his house. He was a fucking slob. Him and his son, oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm like, dude, I work 6 days a week, 5 days a week, all those hours, and then I still have to take care of my own house, my own kids, and I'm supposed to come to your house. So he would like insult me all the fucking time and argue with me for everything and anything. I tolerated that for a couple of years. So it was him fucking insulting me, my mom fucking insulting me, my kids, oh my God. They were already, at that time, their hormones and being exposed to the grandma Jackie, who was a sociopath, and they were already like corrupted, and them fucking driving me crazy and fucking insulting me too, playing mind games. And I would go to work, and for a while, I would go to work, like every time it was quiet, I just start crying. I would just start fucking crying. And people were like, kick your mom out. And on and on and on and on. Like, I would just start crying. It was crazy. My life was fucking crazy. All because of other people. And everybody just played mind games with me. Everybody. Like, they hated themselves. And the only way they could make themselves feel better is by making me feel like shit. And then these motherfuckers thinking, yeah, we'll just do this to her. And she'll give in, break down. They have no idea the shit I've tolerated. And the fact I'm still this nice. That's what I'm saying. I've been through a lot worse by my own fucking family. And I'm not walking around bitter, angry, revenge, playing the sob story, being pathetic. No, I'm still like super positive and helpful to people. And supporting them and the stuff I went through and overcame. Like, I'm not joking. I went through that and much worse. And is there for people to tell them, you know what? This is going to pass. And it'll be easier during that time by just changing your perspective. Focus on the shit that's good in your life. It makes it way easier to deal with everything. Even though nothing has changed, there's still fuck shit, there's still chaos. If you focus on the good shit in your life, you change the energy within you, your mental state, then you start, slowly your environment starts changing. It's inevitable. It has to start changing. But by you sitting there feeling sad, playing the victim, trying to get sympathy, it just keeps you there. It doesn't change. It actually gets worse. And the only way it gets better is you working on you, not running around trying to fix everybody else, change everybody else. It stays that way. It stays that way when you focus on everybody else but yourself. Oh yeah, I forgot, yeah. Yeah, that motherfucker used to call me stupid all the time. And he would always, he just, like, he refused everything. He refused to agree with me on anything. Like, he just couldn't have me be right at all, even when I was right. He would always take the opposite view of anything. And I would, like, get so frustrated and try to convince him the evidence. It didn't fucking matter. Like, he had to oppose me to, like, make himself feel better. That was some weird ass shit. And then argue with me when, like, he was discussing something with a friend and it was just a discussion and I'm like, no, like, you're wrong. And then when the friend wasn't around, he would fucking go at it on me. Go at it. Like, he didn't have no sympathy for me at all. Like, one time when I had broken my hand, fell when I was playing with my dog, and I broke the metacarpal, the middle one. And I was in a lot of pain. And I didn't, like, yeah, you broke your bone, but I didn't know my pain disorder. It was already in effect at that time. And I was in a lot of pain for a week. And of course, there's nothing like, you have to use your hands and you have to wash your hands. You can't do that as a nurse. And then taking care of babies. Feeding the babies, do admission, and then I couldn't drive because of the pain for like a week. And I would ask him, like, just not all the time, just like, can you just drop me off at the store or whatever? And this motherfucker he didn't feel bad for me. He's like, oh, I bet you're happy that you broke your hand. Because I asked him to drive for me. After that, I didn't fucking ask him. I was like, this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker. And then this guy was actually, we all had went to high school together, but this guy he was the supplier to the kids' father. And he was the only person, because he was a supplier to everybody in the whole area that we lived in. And so nobody fucking bossed him around. No one told him shit. And Charlie used to beat up anybody who talked to me. Anybody. Male or female, stranger, and everybody would obey. So when I misbehaved or I didn't agree, I would get ostracized. Plus no money to help for the kids, and so this guy, and I was like, fuck it. Like, I'll just hook up with him. And then it happened. And he acted like he was nice, and like, he was the only one that didn't listen to Charlie. And so, like, we would be at the bar or whatever, and like, when those two showed up, they would buy drinks for everybody for hours. And it would be, they'd switch back and forth. One would buy rounds for everybody, the other one to go back and forth. And Charlie, no one was allowed to buy me drinks, but this guy didn't care. So I was like, oh, I can hook up with him, and Charlie wouldn't be able to do anything. And it turned out he was a fucking super asshole too. And then finally, when my pain disorder got real bad, I couldn't work anymore. And then I realized the stress of this guy made my condition a lot worse. And then I didn't want him around anymore. So I just slowly but surely just started avoiding him, didn't talk to him. And all the mind games he would play and shit. And I kind of had a feeling that he was cheating, but I didn't have actually proof, and he would lie and all kinds of stuff. And then I found out from my son, like a year ago, that this guy, he was, the supplier for this area. And he ended up getting his broker's license. He had his bachelor's in business. He ended up getting his broker's license, and then he worked for a real estate company, became the broker for them. He stayed with them, and then he decided to start building homes. So he was building $500,000 homes, and he was like really stressed and like being really fucking like overly mean to me. And I didn't know why. I thought it was just stressed, like working for the real estate company and then building homes, having his own business separate. And then at that time, the cartels in Mexico were fighting. And it got really bad to where they were killing all kinds of groups of people. And like here, we used to always go over to Mexico if like you wanted cheap medications, if you wanted to party at the club, like all kinds of stuff. It was like nothing. You didn't have to worry. But when the cartels were shooting everybody, that stopped that shit real quick. And then like it was so close, like the university here, like the cartels, it was crazy. Like one instance, the shooting was so close that one of the bullets hit one of the doors to the university. And the cartels, since they were warring they were warring also for which side you picked. So if you were involved with the cartels and you were in the United States or even in Mexico, you had to choose which side you were on, and it could be a risk that the other side would kill you. And they would actually blackmail you, especially if you're from Mexico, you have family in Mexico, and you live in the United States and you're selling, they would threaten you to choose a side or whatever, that they would hurt your family. So he stopped selling. And I thought it was because that's what happened to him. They threatened him. No, it turned out his dumb fuck ass, his supplier, the cartel, went to prison. And so the guy's wife started taking care of the business while he was in prison. Well, he started fucking the guy's wife. And the guy found out. And so my boyfriend was afraid for his life and quit. So he was even more stressed because he didn't have that money. He was making a lot of money. And he was a compulsive gambler. And there'll be some days he would go to this casino and spend like $5,000 playing fucking cards. It was just crazy. So he's sitting there gambling every day, spending a couple $1,000. And then, like, when he went out, spending $800, $1,000 buying everybody drinks. And then we would go to Vegas. Like, anywhere we went for a trip, there had to be a casino. So if we went skiing or whatever, there had to be a casino. And then we would go a bare minimum 3 times a year to Vegas. So that money to do all that was gone. And so he was like a fucking dick to me. And I was sick and he didn't care. It was like I was a punching bag. Like, I've been with some fucking shitty ass. Everybody's been shitty, man. Been a punching bag to everybody. Is this water fine? I'm amazed. I did all the digging I need to do here. So I'll extend this all the way through if I keep the emeralds. So it'll go all the way to here on through. So the same pattern. I just have to do it. Do I need to dig anymore? Okay, that's for this side. And then I have to finish this, decide what structure for this. I need to clean this up, make sure the water where it's supposed to be, finish the bottom. And then I could break the floor, break this floor. Done. Oh, this needs to be on this side. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And I know for sure now, like, I remember the kids' father, all of them had went to Vegas, all the guys did, one trip, and they had sex with prostitutes, but the guy that I was with claimed he didn't. Now, like, I'm like, yeah, I know he did. He did. He fucking lied. He did. And like the guys were like, oh, they were saying the other ones did, and they're like, no, I didn't, and yeah, he did. Jace, one of the Charlie's friends, the one that liked to beat up girls, yeah, he's like, he did. He didn't care, and he did it in front of everybody. Like, he didn't even need a room or privacy. And JC is such a like he did not give a fuck, didn't have respect for females. Like, he kind of tortured the prostitutes, 2 of them that he was with. And it was like, they had talked about it, like, JC, like, he made sure they really had to work hard, like the girls that were finished with the other guys that they had to come and help with him. And he didn't care. He did it in front of everybody in the living room. And then JC, like, he named one of his dogs OJ for OJ Simpson. I'm like, JC, oh my God. Like, JC did not give 2 fucks. He was not ashamed about being a woman beater at all. He didn't care. And then it was weird one day. JC ran into him and he started being nice to me and then invited me to his place and to have coffee, and he was just trying to act sophisticated. And I was like, JC, man, really, you forgot I watched you beat the shit out of some girl at the bar?